Consciousness is a compensation vector of physical entropy. Greetings, Harbingers. Welcome to Yliaster, PewDiePie's favorite channel, your realm of personal development, stoicism, and cyber alchemy. I must confess, I'm lost. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I kinda have no idea where I'm at. I think I must head that direction where I left my bicycle parked, and I'm far away. The sun is hot. Anyway, so here's for another adventure. Please subscribe to the channel, give the thumbs up, help a brother out. Why did I start this video with the sentence? Consciousness is a vector of compensation of physical entropy. Well, if you click on my channel, Yliaster, the first video you're gonna see is a musical video that I created using AI. The idea of this channel, as you might know, comes from the alchemist Paracelsus from the 15th century that created this term, Yliaster, which comes from, it's an amalgam from the Greek word heli, that means matter, and the Latin word aster, that means star. It's pretty much an analogy to what the philosopher's stone could be, an artifact that, if wielded, would allow its wielder to design a universe. So it's the alchemist's magnum opus, or opus magnum, I'm not sure. Anyway, that's beyond that of transmuting metals into gold, right? So, okay, where should I go now? Look at that. I'm completely lost. I think it's this way. Anyway, let's keep going. I hope my phone doesn't heat up here in the sun, because this video is gonna be extremely interesting. I hope I can keep my train of thought here without digressing too much. So, I wanted to create a music that would symbolize the purpose of this channel, of the existence of this channel. And when I started writing the lyrics, yes, and the lyrics I write it almost all by myself. It's like 20% AI and the rest was myself. When I started writing the lyrics, I realized there was more to it than a simple, as if such thing were simple. It was more to it there than an alchemical concept. Buenos dias. There was more to it than just an alchemical concept. I sense I could pull up a story that could convey with the deepest of my questionings and doubts and uncertainties and experiences I've been carrying along my existence. Truth is, from that music, I'll leave the eye here if you'd like to watch it. Honestly, I am pretty proud of the end result of that music. The lyrics really captured the essence of what I wanted to bring, and almost inevitably there was a need to have a character there, like a face, someone, not just alchemical concepts and philosophical ideas, right? But a character that would embrace all this journey to seek for the answers of my deepest uncertainties and doubts and whatevers. From that music, and here comes spoiler, I'm working behind the scenes. Buen dia. I'm working behind the scenes, and I'm actually writing a metal opera trilogy with a whole story based off that music, that concept. Well, I think I know where I am now. Huh. How about that? I've come full circle. Now I have to cross this mountain to recover my bicycle. So it's gonna be a heck of adventure. Here we go. Okay. So back to the train of thought. I'm writing a metal opera trilogy. At first, my idea was to write a book, but it was too much presumption of mine that I could like pull up and write a whole book of this story. I went with something more compact for now, and maybe after the whole trilogy is ready, the lyrics are ready, I'm going to like try to animate all the musics with AI. So I'm making myself this promise here in video for you, for all to see, so I can pressure myself to actually do it, because it's no easy task. But I'm pretty excited. I'm writing the lyrics for the first album, and I have already the core idea for the second part and for the ending, for the third part. So it's going to be a fictional story that's gonna mix religion, faith, dogma, philosophy, alchemy, and cyberpunk. So if you like this kind of stuff, I invite you to follow me on Instagram at Yliaster Official, and stay tuned, because I will be bringing more on that regard. I'm pretty excited. It's going to be a provocative and disruptive story that will tackle one of the most deep and important questionings of mankind. I'm going to provoke your faith, my faith, your doubts, my doubts, in a humble attempt for us to try to bring light and find a solution even in the ideas realm to our problems and most profound doubts and uncertainties. Anyway, I think I've said too much already. Maybe I'll bring more details once I have a more robust work to present. But I think it's going to be interesting. Well, I'm doing this for myself. I think with this channel and all, I needed to expose this because, you know, it's fun and it's good to be privileged enough to be able to have the time and you know, the tools to bring those ideas into life, you know. So I say that in all humbleness, of course. So, why am I saying that consciousness is a compensation vector of physical entropy? And how does that connect to the story I'm writing? Well, this story I'm writing is a humble attempt of try to bring light to this reflection, okay? Because I believe that the very aspect of our consciousness that transcends the limitations of our physical body, of our very materiality, lies a key to eternity, to something infinite, everlasting, undying. The thing is, we have a few explanations that are accepted, and it's only natural that it's accepted because in the shallowest of the surfaces it's reconforting. So we have like the Christian theology, of which I am a believer, but I'm also open-minded to question my own beliefs, because I believe if a deity, if a God is, of course, smarter than us humans, therefore it's natural that we have the ability to just question. Not sure if we're given that per se, but if I have the ability to question and I'm a creature, means that it's natural for the creator to hear, to receive the creature's questionings without thinking that they might be breaking some sort of dogma, you know, some sort of rule that cannot be broken, otherwise you're going to burn in the lake of fire. So I'm just using Christianity as an example, but how many religions are out there attesting that they're the truth, you know? So I believe that in the depths of our consciousness, in the stream of our consciousness, lies indeed a key to something greater that could be eternal. The thing is, notice how I'm phrasing this. If we were to find the solution by ourselves, if there's no one there that will save us or condemn us, and we are adrift to find the solution by ourselves. And that's the background of my story. So, with all the philosophical and poetical and fictional license, the path I will take is that, okay, how do we guarantee our existence to ad eternum? So, I think no one would like to be just erased from existence or being tossed in a bad place for eternity because you lack faith or because you did some bad things, you know. And I'm not saying that bad people should pay for their wrongdoings. I'm being pretty lenient here, you know. But I'm not a lenient person on that regard. But that's not the focus here. Our consciousness cannot be but a vector of compensation of our physical entropy. What if we can bypass our physical entropy through consciousness and achieve a perfect balance that would allow us to live forever, even in a physical body, colonizing different planets, or even designing a whole new universe that would suit our needs, that would have planets enough for us to populate and technology enough for us to extend our physical existence almost to infinity, or even transcend the very concept of transhumanism. What if we could have a system of our own based on dignity? As Decking from Death Billards would say, I respect those that have a fulfilled life. So I respect those people who had a life with dignity. For me, it's way unsettling to think that someone who had a dignified life, that, you know, didn't do anything like wrong. I think we can come close to trace a parallel between what's right and what's wrong. So I don't think these kinds of people who are dignified, who are truly good, and that make some mistakes here and then, but not evil per se, not evil per evil, you know. I don't think those people should be condemned to some doctrine because they weren't good enough or they lack faith in some deity, you know. I'm including all the melting pot of creeds here. I'm not talking about my own. Even though I believe that Jesus Christ is the truth, but maybe the message that we've been told could not be accurate. Anyway, we need a new system, a system based on dignity. I believe most of the people just want to live their lives in peace with dignity. Maybe I'm being too much of an idealist here, maybe not, I don't know, but my story will go on that direction, and it's going to defy some fictional divine authorities that will not be happy with humans taking the responsibility of their destiny in their hands and solving the problems by themselves instead of rely on a binary doctrine that doesn't have much space for creativity, for sagacity, and that does not acknowledge our dignity as human race. Because I tell you, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of sons of bitches in this world, but they are a minority. Most of us, I believe, we are an extraordinary manifestation of existence who are capable of great things, you know. So this is very polemical, and I think I I may have brought more confusion than answers, but I'm here to make us think and to make us reflect and break paradigms, break barriers, because we cannot be lenient in seeking the truth. No matter how are we reaching there, but if we're doing it with honesty, with integrity, and with love, it's worth to seek the truth, whatever it is, wherever it is, and whatever the heck it could be. Anyway, see you in the next video. El Psy Congolo.